Welcome everybody to today's public review for Agile Hive Cloud. We do have like some general information as always, and then we'll take a closer look at what is new and improved for the product, what was released over the last 4 weeks. And first things first, our information on the next review that will take place on the 2nd of May, which again is a Thursday. You will find all information on that on LinkedIn. If you can just follow our page here. You can download the schedule for all of those reviews to your very own calendar and receive a reminder for each of the reviews. And also you can follow us on YouTube in case you missed one of the reviews or one of the expert sessions that Cindy usually provides. You can watch the recording some days after the review took place on our YouTube channel. On to the general updates. So next week already, we will be sponsoring the European SAFE Summit, which is taking place in Berlin. So in case you are participating the event, let us know, and we can meet up there. We already are finished with the planning process and was already hyped for leaving on the weekend. So we would be very happy to meet some of you there and just drop by at our booth, and we'll have a nice talk there. Then another event that is coming up, mostly interesting, I think, for the people in the German-speaking area, is our Tools for Agile Teams at Scale Automotive Day, which is a full-day on-site event at our office in Wiesbaden. And we will take a closer look at how agility at scale works in the automotive industry, not only focused around Agile Hive, but Agile at scale in general. So if you're interested in this, you can just use our link to sign up to book a ticket, and maybe somebody of my team colleagues can paste that to the Google Meet chat in case you want to sign up. Or you can just scan that QR code. It will direct you to the detail page for this event. Next up, in case you're currently evaluating Agile Hive for Jira Cloud and you need more time for that, we know that if you're working in a safe context, some of your processes and communication cycles might take longer than 30 days. Please reach out to us so we can work something out and extend your initial 30-day free evaluation period granted by Atlassian. You can just refer to our service desk and open up a support request there, and we will reach out to you afterwards and provide you with some voucher code. All right. This was the general part. Now let's dive deeper into the news on Agile Hive itself. So we're still providing regular updates to our app. As you probably noticed, since the last review, we released 3 new versions, and most of them also contained new features, not only bug fixes, but also new features and improvements. And all information can be found in our changelog, which is also linked from our marketplace, Atlassian Marketplace page. But you can also refer to this short link here to get an overview of all the changes that we introduced with the most recent releases. And over the last 4 weeks, the new features we added to Agile Hive, for one, are the RPI overview that you just saw in Cindy's expert session already. And also we added the RPI objective widget for the reports. This is also new. Then you might have noticed that already, but I will show you how it works in a minute, is our new update data button that we added to the reports, team planning, and roadmap boards. I think also for the issue list, but as the name already suggests with the issue list, there's still an issue, I think. So we need to provide a bug fix to make it work there. But at least for the reports, team planning, and roadmap boards, it's already working. And this button sits in your main navigation bar of Agile Hive and allows to only update the content that you're seeing without having to reload the whole page, making it much faster to get a fresh stream of information, especially useful in a PI planning situation where you want to regularly get the latest draft plan from other teams and see how the dependencies evolve over time in the PI planning. So this is a very handy little feature that we added there. And also just some, for some usability improvement, we added a new expand or collapse all toggle in the team planning boards that can be used to quickly make the user stories and all the child issues disappear in case you want to focus on a feature planning level, for example. So let's switch over to our demo site again and take a look at the features that we added recently. So we are on the art level. And as we just discussed, based on the question that we had before the review, the art PI overview widget is what we added as a new feature. And here you can see an overview of all the features that are being worked on in the selected PI. So for this example, we have the PI 2 of 2024 selected, and I can now see all the art level features that are actively being worked on in this PI. Actively being worked on means that have stories or any issue planned on the team level that are hierarchically linked with the corresponding art feature. Also, we display the art features with their corresponding parent issues. Like here we have the large solution capability. And so this also enables the solution train managers and, for example, portfolio owners even. Like here we have a direct link to a portfolio epic to keep track of their strategic initiatives during the PI execution and planning, of course. I think Cindy, in her expert session, already highlighted some of the details, like you have the WSJF included here. As of now, it's not yet possible to sort by WSJF in this table, but this will be added with one of the next versions. Also, we included the job size to get a better idea of how big a feature actually is. Then you can see the assignee for each of the issues and the progress in a percentage based on the story points that have been estimated on the team level. So all of the information from the team level gets aggregated here in this widget and gives you a very good overview of how your features and even capabilities or portfolio epics are doing in this selected PI. Right here, you do have a breakdown of all the work that has been planned for your art level features based on the teams that contribute to this art. So for example, in this art, we have 3 teams. And now I can see for each of the features, the distribution or which team has stories or story points in that case planned in that PI. So for example, this feature, Art New York 23, is being worked on by 2 of the 3 teams. Probably this team has some issues planned as well, but not estimated yet. So I can get a very good overview and a good idea of how my features are doing. If I want to get more information on the progress of a specific team, I can just click on the team project icon, and I'm being forwarded to that team's report page, and I can get more information here or switch over to their planning board to see the planning state for this team. Navigating back to the art level report, we added another widget that adds a very important perspective on our planning state, or on our PI planning or PI plan, which is the art PI objective widget. This aggregates all the objectives for this specific art, and lists them in two categories. One is committed, one is uncommitted. Those are being distinguished by a custom field that you can just set for each of the objectives. And also we included the team progress, or the team objective progress. This basically is the progress that each of the teams makes in terms of business value delivered. So team 2 has 53% of the planned business value delivered. Team Bro has 59% delivered, but there seems to be an issue that some of the objectives of that team do not have a estimation yet, and Team Bronx has 71% delivered already. There's a question, Kevin.
For what's delivered so far, is that based off of an actual business value that was entered in, or is that the work that they've completed so far?
So this refers, business value always refers to the objectives always refer to business value delivered, which maybe we can just navigate to one of the teams here. And you can see this is the breakdown of the business value on the team level.
Okay.
And now I can just go to any of the objectives, and you can see that we have the planned business value here and the actual business value in another custom field, and also whether or not it's an uncommitted objective or not. So the business value delivered is being calculated based on those two numbers here.
Okay. Thanks. Just so you know too, I think you're sharing this window, not your screen. So I get what you were saying with the pop-up. I think there may have been a pop-up that came up, but it's not visible.
Okay. Yeah, let me just wait. I need to go over here. Yeah, now you can see it. Sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, you do have the planned business value, the actual business value, and whether that's an uncommitted objective. And the business value delivered is being calculated based on plan and actual business value.
Okay.
So in Agile Hive Data Center, for those of you who migrated over, probably you all also had the opportunity, or a way to display the story points that were connected with each of the objectives. We don't have that in cloud yet, but we're closely monitoring how important this feature might be for our customers, and add it at whenever the need is there. So I don't know, Kevin, how about you? Do you keep track of your objectives based on business value, or do you actually take a look at the story points that are burned for?
We'd look at the story points that were burned for them, just to be able to show kind of like a progress of how much has been completed so far for that objective, versus what remains to be done.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. Maybe we can have a chat about that after the review, because that's quite interesting for us as well. Yeah. But good question. Thank you. So let me switch back to this tab. I think this is the correct one, and go back to the art level report. So yeah, you have the overview of all the art level objectives for the selected PI. In addition to giving you an overview of the team business value delivered, the progress that's being made there, we also aggregate all of those numbers up to the art level, and give you a art business value delivered, which is based on the team level progress, the average of all team level progress for business value delivered. We'll experiment with that a bit, maybe add more options to that, how to calculate the art level business value delivered. But for now, based on the feedback that we received, this is something that might be useful for most of our customers. If you have any feedback for that, please let us know as well. All right, moving on to the update data button that we added. You can see in the top right corner here, right next to the help button. And yeah, as already mentioned, this will update all the content that you're seeing in the report, in the roadmap board, and soon also in the issue list. And if I hit that button, it will just reload all the data. So now, yeah, everything that I see is up to date. And also I get an indicator of yeah, how old my current data actually is that I'm seeing here. So recently means I'm doing pretty good, and it will start counting the minutes over time, and it gives me a good indication, especially in PI planning, of whether or not I should update the current board state. Speaking of the board, navigating over to the team level and to the planning board. As you can see, we added another yeah, quick filter or toolbar icon here, which is collapse issues or expand issues. This is especially helpful in combination with hide empty parents, for example. So now I can see on my team planning board all the art features that my team is working on in the selected PI. If I go to expand, then I can see all my stories that are planned for this PI. But as I mentioned, this is super handy when I want to get an overview of all the features that my team is contributing to for a selected PI. All right. Let's go back to our presentation. And yeah, let's talk about the migration path for a minute. As some of you are in the process of migrating from server or data center to Agile Hive for Cloud, the first version of the migration path is already available. You can find all the information on our dedicated page in the knowledge base here. The first version of our migration path migrates over all the issue hierarchy links from Agile Hive Data Center and Server and converts them to the new storage format that we use in Agile Hive Cloud. The second version that we're currently working on will add migration path for Agile Hive specific custom fields, like all the objective related fields, all the risk fields, and PI fields, teams involved. All of that information will be migrated over as soon as our second version of the migration path is available. We're currently running internal tests, implementing, fixing bugs that still occur, and adding support to the migration path for all the custom field types that we need to migrate here. In case you want to get more detailed information on migration and probably have questions on your own migration project, please reach out to us. Also, if you are in the process of migrating, please reach out to us so we can support you with the Agile Hive migration, since it's not super straightforward, and there are some things that you should be aware of. So yeah, please let us know, and we are happy to support you with your migration process. Taking a look at our short-term roadmap. So what is the team currently working on? What can you expect for the next weeks? So we are adding the remaining widgets that are still missing for the reports on the team and art level. I think just today we finished the team iteration overview, which will give you a overview of all the stories and all the work a team has planned for a selected PI based on the iterations. It's a bit different from the team planning board, which is more planning focused. The team iteration overview is more like a report, since it's a report widget that only contains the stories and the most important information to give you a good overview of what the team is working on. Also, we are in the process of finishing the burn-up chart. We are still running internal tests, trying to scale our test environment to better reflect the actual situation on the customer side. And we are working towards a burn-up chart release within the next, I would say, 2 or 3 weeks. Might be quite realistic that for the next review, we will have the burn-up chart ready. Also, for the, sorry for that. Also on the art planning board, we are in the process of preparing some minor features that are required to proceed with the art planning board implementation. Specifically, those are custom fields that we need to provide all the features of the art planning board, which are teams involved that give you a overview of all the teams contributing to a art level feature, as well as PI involvement for art level issues. PI involvement custom field is already available for team level issues, but we need to extend the functionality here to also make it work on the art level. And as already mentioned, working on the migration path, the work goes on for the migration path of DC to cloud, and we are still in the process of providing a migration path for Agile Hive specific custom fields here. We are also going to update our roadmap for the next few months. I think in the around mid of April, you will receive a updated roadmap. So if you want to check back on a regular basis and get the latest information, this is the knowledge base page that you should visit. Then let's take a look at our longer term or midterm roadmap, I would say. Today we are here. As you can see, April is our next orientation point in the roadmap. Basically, we are right in the middle of today and April. So as mentioned, we are finishing reports for teams and arts, making good progress there, I think. The concept for the art planning board is mostly finished, so we will start implementing the art planning board in the next step. As just mentioned, custom fields like teams involved and PI involvement are preparations to then start with the actual implementation of the board. In parallel, we are working on the flow metrics concepts. We are having some good talks with our customers on their specific requirements regarding flow metrics. And also we are in the process of finishing a concept for cross-art dependencies, which is highly requested. 2 thumbs up from Kevin at that point. Perfect. That gives us a good feeling that we are on the right track here. And I think at the end of April, beginning of May, sometime around somewhere around that, we are going to start implementation for the solution train and portfolio reports, which is also quite important, especially for our larger scale customers. As always, we are constantly working on usability and performance improvements. We will just, we will not announce them here, especially since there are so many of them, and most of them are minor improvements. So please refer to our changelog for more information on that. And as also mentioned, we are going to keep working on our migration path. If you have any feedback or input, if you have some feature requests, if you are not happy with the prioritization that we suggest here, please let us know. We're very open to discussing our roadmap and discussing the future product development with you. So you can either reach out via our service desk or just let us know at the end of this review. And then to close this review session today, we have a little survey which consists of only one question. So please don't run away immediately. Maybe you can just leave some insights here for us. And this refers to the default impact field that comes with Jira. I'm not quite sure if this is a new field that Lesson introduced just recently, or if it's been around for longer. But in case you are aware that this field exists in your Jira site, and maybe you are already also actively using it, this would be very interesting information for us. So if you have something to share about this question, please let us know in the Q&A part in a minute. And this leaves me with, another reminder. Next review will be on the 2nd of May. Please follow all of our social media channels. And we don't even have a thank you slide anymore. So thanks for taking part in this today, in the review today. Thanks for your questions. And now if you have any more questions, the Q&A part is there for you.